Yay! It is 2021. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited that it is a brand new year. I hope you are too. I am Dr. Anita Hawk Parker. I am a chiropractor in California. I've been practicing since 2004, started my practice right out of chiropractic college pretty much. And I had this goal of striving to become known as one of the best chiropractors in my town. And I have to tell you that over the years, it's taken a lot of struggle, a lot of growth, a lot of learning. And what I found that there are some key, simple things that really stand out that make those good chiropractors really great versus those chiropractors that are, yeah, mediocre. So I'm here with you today at the beginning of our year in January to share with you our top 21 ways to increase your practice, to grow your success, to improve the lives of your patients, to make your life less stressful and more fulfilling by helping your patients and also increasing your bottom line. And I'm going to share with you simple things you can do. And if you just take even one of these ideas that I'm going to share with you today and put it into practice, I think you'll see that it will start to pay off in dividends. So let's get started. I'm going to be on a roll here, sharing with you what those 21 things are. And the first thing that I want you to keep note of, take notes if you're paying attention. That means you're really going to put this and implement it. But first thing, elevate. So, how are you going to, or how can you, I want you to think about this, how can you elevate your patient experience? How can you make them feel even more uplifted when they come into your practice or when they come in to get adjusted by you or when they come in contact with your office with a phone call, with a text message, with an email? How are you elevating the patient experience? Because I'm going to tell you, especially now when a lot of people have been stuck at home through 2020, they need to be elevated. We all do. So I want you to think about simple things that you can do to really bring elevation of the experience for your patients. So maybe some things you might want to think about that we do here in my practice is focusing on things like ambiance. Am I elevating patient experience by providing not just great customer service and a friendly smile, but is the ambiance right? Is it clean? Is it sanitized? Do they feel safe when they come in? Are we checking their temperatures? Are you checking your patient's temperatures? Are you wearing gloves and a mask? Even though as chiropractors, we understand it's the soil and not the seed. Remember, this is not just about you. This is about your end user, the person that you're taking care of, which is what? Your patient. So how are you elevating that experience? Are you playing some great soft music? Maybe something relaxing or uplifting? Are you asking them questions that are positive and inspiring? Are you sharing helpful, healthy information as opposed to just talking about what's happening with the pandemic or what's happening on the news? Those are some simple things that you can really hone in on right now on how to elevate that patient experience. It's not tough once you get started. So, what can you do? What is one thing that you can put into place right away to make your atmosphere, to elevate the patient experience better? Maybe it's a table that you need to prepare. Maybe it's making sure you have some incense on, or maybe you have a special vaporizer, something that really makes it different, unique. Maybe you have good, nice lighting in there that makes patients feel comforted and warm. Maybe you are offering more heat and warmth before their adjustments. Whatever you can think, if you were a patient, that would elevate the experience, that would make you leave from a place and go, ah, oh, that was great, I want to come back. That's what I want you to think about. Okay, so that is number one. Let's go right into number two, which is this. How can you get better, doctors, with your leadership? What do I mean by leadership? Well, you know, you got to be a leader if you're running a practice. Even if you're an associate, even if you're just a new doc, Even if you're a student in clinic, leadership is important because guess who we are leading? Our patients, right? You need to lead your patients correctly. You need to not only lead by example, but how are you empowering that leadership? Are you actually telling your patients things that they need to hear that will help them? That maybe it's not even comfortable for you. For example, maybe your leadership will require you to say to your patient, hey, let's talk about getting you healthier by dropping some weight. Maybe that will affect your joints. And I'm going to help you with that. Maybe your leadership is with your staff. And if they're not doing things the way that you have hoped, maybe you need to look back at how can I train them better? How can I lead them better? How can I empower them so that therefore, they're a happier team member and they also will enjoy elevating the experience for your patients or making that practice of yours even greater. You see, it is important as a leader to find out who you're leading, what it is that they are inspired by, what it is that what do they want. And your staff, as much as they want to have their job, they have goals and aspirations and things that really matter to them too. Have you taken the time to find that out? So that is number two. I want you to improve your leadership by not hesitating, speaking properly, leading by example, and making sure you're empowering those that are under your leadership. Don't forget those little things that will make a huge, huge difference. Number three, this is something that I am doing now this year, 2021, in my practice, which is rewards. How is it that certain places do better than others? Well, I got to tell you, everybody likes to be rewarded and recognized. And rather, they really love to be appreciated, recognized, and understood. So when you reward a patient by letting them know that you're proud of them, or maybe giving them something as a pat on the back for being a great patient, or following through with their care, or for doing their stretches, or for finishing their corrective care, for example, or for getting those orthotics or wearing a pillow. If you start to give them simple rewards, then that experience for the patient is going to go up. So elevation is going to go into this portion of rewards. And I think that they go together. But here's something simple you can do. You don't have to make it difficult, but you can use points. Certain after a patient reaches certain